Hey look, it's video time. Hey! You did a video yesterday. This is my video for today. Oh, the level of unprofessionalism at my job continues, ladies and gentlemen. They're very particular if you have to call off. Make sure that you call. Don't have a friend or a family member call. Makes sense. It's a decent rule. No problem. Now, note that I worked Tuesday, I was off Wednesday. Today's Thursday. So, Thursday. So they said, hey, call up to the store, get your hours. Which I think is really weird. I should have my schedule at least a week ahead of time, but whatever.
Mind you, they told me that on Tuesday.
Yeah. So I call up to the store Wednesday, and they're like, oh, hey, Patrick, thanks for calling. We're not quite done yet. We'll give you a call, and we'll let you know. Like, okay, that's reasonable. Whatever. Nobody calls me for Wednesday. No problem. No big deal. So this morning I say, I'm just gonna call up there. I could be waiting around, but it makes more sense that I call them. So I call and say, hey, never got my hours. They say, hey, we're working on it. We'll let you know. Call back in like a half an hour. I say, all right, fine. So I call back in an hour. Give them more than enough time. And they answer the phone again. It's Kiara. Yep. And she's like, oh, hey, we don't have your hours yet. We'll just give your schedule to Asia. Hey, whoa, what? Rip. So if I have to call off, it's got to be me. But if my place of business needs to convey a message to me, you'll just tell my wife to tell me?
And then the way they were, she was like, yeah, on your break, she gave me your hours, and I put them in my pocket, and she was like, yeah, so on your next break, just call them and tell them to come in today. I thought that was your job.
That's your job. What the hell?
Yeah, he's my husband, and yes, I'm going to do it, and yes, he's going to come, but that defeats the purpose. What if we were beefed out? You know what I mean?
But here's the problem. She calls me at 12 o'clock, and she's like, hey, honey, you got to work at 2. I've been up all morning. Like, I got up with Asia had to work at 7, so I got up with her at 5. I was up. I just stayed up.
Can I be honest with you?
What's that?
A part of me was almost hoping that they would send me on break or lunch late so that it would be like 1:30 or 2 and you didn't come in and like, oh, where's Patrick? Oh, I didn't get a fucking break yet, so I couldn't call him to relay the message that you were supposed to tell him about.
That would have been nice.
And it wouldn't have been your fault or my fault.
But as it turns out, it really worked out because we got to work at 2. Me and Kari went in together, and
Tell them about the horrible joke you played on.
No, that's another joke for another time. I'll tell that story though, I promise. So we're at work and we're bored because there's nothing to do. We're open now, but guess what? There's like 4 customers in the store. Like, I don't know what they expected. Like, it was gonna be busy. It wasn't. We're standing around. It's dead. So about 5:45, boss comes out and she's like, hey, who wants to go home? Boy, my hand didn't go up quick enough. I was, me, I'll do it. She was like, okay, anybody else? And, Kari didn't necessarily raise his hand. But I was like, hey, let me talk to you for a minute. So I pulled her to the side and I told her what my dilemma was. It's like, look, I said we had open availability. I meant it. I'll work the schedule you give me because, you gave me the hours. It's my obligation, to take those hours. But after 7 o'clock, we're stranded out here because the train doesn't go this far. I don't know how I'm going to get home. So she's like, okay, here's what we'll do. So she sent me home today and told me that for the next 2 days to come in at 11 to 6:30. That way I've got plenty of time to catch my train. And I like the 11 to 6:30 because it's not quite open, but it's not quite closed. It's not. I hated getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't like going in at 2 in the afternoon, and I just feel like that's just my whole day walking around the store. And then maybe if I got to the store and there was something to do, it's not. It's like they were late giving us breaks today, which is fine. But then they were like, all right, guys, make sure you only take 15 minutes. We need you back out on the floor. For what? Nobody's here. We outnumbered the customers 3-1 all day.
And then it ended up becoming a thing where it's like a customer walked past and You've got like all these different departments, so every department they're walking past, hi, how are you? Do you need help? Oh, let me know if you need help. And like the customers were getting annoyed, like, look, you're being friendly, but back off.
Right,
like,
it's like
there's literally like 10 people in each customer's face, like, hi, do you need help? What are you doing? And it's just
yeah,
like,
they've got this 10 feet rule, but if you walk 10 feet, you're gonna bump into an employee. It's like you couldn't have. We were all over the
and
place.
they kept getting mad, like, oh, you guys need to spread out. Where? Where would you like us to go?
Spread out to do what? It's like there's nothing here.
And they get mad when you're walking around, but guess what? Everything's straightened up. Like, there's nothing to do, so you want us to be on the floor to greet customers.
I started taking stuff out of order to put it in order. Come on.
Did you get the call?
What call?
I just got a call. What time were we supposed to come in tomorrow?
11.
We come. I just got a call that said it was from Candace that said come in an hour later, but she seemed to not be aware that I was already coming in 11. She said don't come in at 10, come in at 11.
Oh, well, see, again, unprofessionalism.
Yeah.
I didn't get that call, so I'm coming at 11.
Yeah.
See what I'm talking about? It's, look, I like this job, I do, and I like the people, but they need to get their schedule in order. I don't think they know what's going on.
My hair look crazy.
I'm tired. It's like I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning with her. I'm going to bed, and I'm gonna enjoy my sleep, and I get to wake up tomorrow at like 9.
Beautiful wife.
Right? Look at her.
No, I was just
kidding.
Just kidding.
She's gorgeous.
No.
No, my wife is beautiful. I'm going to bed.